Well, welcome, okay, to our 20-minute story class, okay. Make the most of your smart home, entertainment made easy. So, Jamie never considered himself a tech genius, but one quiet afternoon, while flipping through old DVDs and tangled remote cords, he wondered, couldn't this all be easier? More fun, perhaps? That question kicked off a journey into the world of smart home, where watching a movie or hosting a game night or catching up with distant family could feel effortless and even magical. So this class follows Jamie as he discovers tools that don't just impress, they simplify life. From holograms to smart mirrors, these aren't far off gadgets. They're today's accessible upgrades. And who knows, by the end, you might be tempted to say, hey, Google, make my living room really awesome. So we'll see what we can communicate with today. Let's start with holograms. As Jamie walked into the living room that morning, the air shimmered faintly. With a gentle chime, Aunt May's hologram appeared right next to the coffee table, smiling and holding her usual cup of tea. No more flat screens, she chuckled. This M by portal thing is magic. Jamie smiled, still amazed that conversations could now happen with full presence. No headset needed. Holographic displays were once science fiction dreams, but now they were casually part of morning catch-up. Even watching 3D art and concerts felt like being there without glasses, without fuss. So much he was excited to learn about holographic displays. But later that day, Jamie picked up their sleek AR glasses and slipped them on. The world came alive. Floating reminders hovered in the air, and as they browsed through movies, little trivia bubbles popped up. So watching a documentary on ancient Rome turned into a full-scale, layered experience, with the ruins virtually reconstructed around the room. For Jamie, AR glasses weren't just fun, they were gateway to learning, gaming, and even storytelling, all overlaid seamlessly in the real world. Movie night approached for him. Jamie flopped onto the couch and grabbed the remote, or rather didn't. Their smart TV lit up instantly, already queued to Jamie's Netflix watch list. With just a tap on their phone, the screen mirrored their the binge that they had watching movies. So smart TVs really are portals, Jamie thought. No clunky devices, no fuss, just pure easy access to every streaming universe imaginable. Fast, responsive, and downright intuitive, it was entertainment simplified right in your smart home. Jamie used to juggle 3 remotes and a growing sense of frustration. Now, hey Google, play Stranger Things season 4, please, he would say aloud. Boom, the lights would dim, the blinds zipped down, and the TV came to life. Their smart speaker, perched like a loyal asset on the shelf, or even maybe an assistant on the shelf, handled it all. Even the popcorn machine had a preset. For Jamie, voice control had become second nature now. Part wizardry, part convenience. No more searching for buttons under the couch cushions. As the opening theme began, the living room pulsed with sound. With its Dolby Atmos magic, Jamie's smart soundbar made it feel like thunder rolled right overhead. The bass rumbled from the subwoofer like a storm beneath the floorboards, while Sonos speakers whispered and boomed in the perfect harmony from every corner. The soundtrack continued in the kitchen without missing a beat. Jamie could refill his mug and still feel part of the scene. Home cinema, Jamie grinned, but without the sticky floors. Later, when the neighbor's lawnmower made a surprise appearance during a quiet mystery film, Jamie reached for his wireless headphones. With one click, the world outside vanished. Noise cancellation took over, and Jamie sank deeper into the story. With head tracking, every whisper and footstep in the movie sounded perfectly placed. The headphones even adjusted based on room acoustics. I may never go back, Jamie whispered, and the house respectively stayed silent. Jamie once faced the big decision: soundbar or full home theater system. He had chosen a soundbar first, compact, sleek, easy to install. But later, one too many action scenes, they went full throttle. Now speakers flanked the room like silent sentinels. Dialogue was crisp. Explosions were cinematic. Bluetooth paired everything effortlessly, and Jamie could switch from movie to music mode in a heartbeat. Entertainment finally sounded as good as it looked. As night fell, the room transformed. Jamie tapped a preset called Movie Mood. Smart LED light strips glowed purple and gold along the walls, syncing gently with the film's colors. Table lamps dimmed, a relaxed wall sconce cast soft amber glow, and Jamie's eyes relaxed into the comfort of layered lighting. No glare, no strain, just a gentle immersion cocoon. They even set a scary scene mode that dimmed everything except one flickering light. Just in case, Jamie whispered, you never know when a monster might crawl out of the TV. So Saturday morning brought a different kind of escape. Jamie grabbed the PlayStation controller and settled into the gaming chair. Within seconds, they were racing through futuristic cities, battling dragons and solving mysteries, all from the comfort of the lounge. For serious play, the home console was unbeatable. But when Jamie craved a bit of sunlight, they picked up their handheld consoles and continued the quest on the balcony with a cup of tea. So multiplayer mode even brought faraway friends into the room virtually. Level up your weekend, Jamie chuckled, staying ox and sipping Earl Grey tea. By afternoon, it was time for full immersion. Jamie placed the VR headset over his eyes, and poof, reality melted away. Now he stood at the edge of a mountaintop temple, a dragon circling overhead. The headset tracked every movement, from a curious head tilt to a cautious step backward. The 3D audio wrapped around them like a cloak of sound, each gust of wind and creak of wood perfectly placed. Jamie wasn't just playing in that moment, they were inside the story. And thanks to their sleek little headset, adventure was always just a few seconds away. VR wasn't just for fantasy. Jamie had watched films inside a virtual cinema, lounged on a digital beach in Santorini, and attended a live Adelaide concert wearing pajamas. Okay. One time, they practiced public speaking with a virtual audience who thankfully didn't heckle. The best surprise? Grandma joined for a VR museum tour and actually said, "This is rather charming." So, social meetups, deep sea dives, and even brain training games, all inside a tiny helmet. Jamie's rule: never underestimate a headset that lets your high five carton sloth and attend a lecture on space-time in the same hour. Back in the real world, Jamie set their tea on a sleek coffee table. It lit up. Yes, the coffee table lit up. This was no ordinary table. It was their secret weapon. Touchscreen games lit up the surface as friends played digital Monopoly during Friday night gatherings, while hidden Bluetooth speakers hummed gently beneath the table. And when Jamie's phone battery blinked red, they just placed it on the table. Wireless charging began. No cords in sight. Furniture that's smarter than my fridge, Jamie joked. But really, it was kind of brilliant, bringing together families from all over the countryside to the coffee table to play many, many games. And today it was Monopoly. Later, Jamie wandered into the bathroom. Their reflection lit up automatically. "Good evening," said the smart mirror cheerfully. It displayed the weather forecast, a reminder to call mum, and a little YouTube window for a 5-minute dance workout. Jamie adjusted the lighting for evening chill while the mirror softly played jazz in the background. Motion activated, splash proof, and clever enough to tell them when the Uber was 3 minutes away. The mirror was more personal assistant than glass. And still, it did a great job reminding Jamie to brush their hair. As night settled in, Jamie whispered, Alexa, good night. The lights dimmed, the TV powered off, the thermostat adjusted, and the security system armed. Everything from the music, the coffee machine, synced with their digital assistant. This wasn't about fancy gadget, but creating a home that knew Jamie. The setup had evolved slowly and intentionally into a system that made life easier, more fun, and just as it's a little magical. Okay. As Jamie drifted off to sleep, the house whispered back, sleep well. Well, that brings us to the end of the class. I see there's a chat. I like yeah, smart mirror. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So any comments? Be happy to